videos junkies, it's Freely the Banana Girl here. Today is day 19 of my 30 videos in 30 days, and today's topic is, by popular demand, cooked versus raw. Okay, pros of both. And when I say cooked, I mean high carb cooked plant foods versus high carb raw vegan foods. So essentially starch versus fruit. Okay, so I've had experience with both, and I'll put together a list of the pros, and I think it's going to help you a lot. Help you decide which one you want to go for. So hang about. Here is the list. Okay, I didn't want to forget any, so I had to write it down. So the pros of fruit. Fruit digests the best. It really does. It has all the water, all the fiber that your colon needs. It's perfectly suited for your body, and the body just digests it really, really nicely and efficiently. Nice and quickly. No constipation or anything like that. So your skin, hair, nails, eyes all look best on fruit. They really do. You can do the test yourself. It's true. They look the best, and you feel the best as well. So if we eat enough sweet during the meal, enough fruit, we're always satisfied at the end of it. You're not going to get to the end of the meal and go, I want some chocolate. I want something else. I want something sweet. But if you do feel like that, then that means you didn't eat enough fruit during the meal. So that's a really big pro. Really satisfied at the end of the meal. Most nutrients per calorie. Fruit is the most amazing nutrient-dense food on the planet. And your body is craving the nutrients from the fruit. So each time you bite into it, you're just getting so much goodness, so much cellular nutrition. And it's the best way to go. It honestly is. It's better for the environment. Fruit eating is better for the environment, less trees chopped down. It's easier to stay hydrated on raw than cooked. The reason being because cooked food is dehydrated. There's so much more water in fruit. So much living water, very, very good for you. And the cooked food is devoid of that. So you need to drink a lot more water. So make sure you're drinking enough so you're peeing clear 8 to 12 times a day. That is a really good indicator. Every bite tastes good until the meal is finished. That's something I've noticed with the cooked and the raw. Every bite does with fruit because it's just that sugar each time. Sugar. As with starches, it gets a little bit boring. Even though your body still needs the sugar, it's less exciting. Like fruit is exciting right till the end. Till the end when you just go, no, I'm done. So that's a great benefit. Less water retention from no added sodium. So if you're doing, the pure 100% raw fruits and greens, then you're not having sodium chloride added. So you're not getting that extra water retention. So that's definitely a pro of fruit. So the pros or the positives of cooked starches. I'm not talking about animal products. I'm not talking about any other cooked food. I'm talking about low fat, high carb, vegan foods, starches. So it feels nice. Let's be honest, it feels nice to have a veggie soup or a cooked meal at night, especially when it's cold outside and you want to just snuggle up with a veggie soup. It is nice. Next one is, it's easy to get enough calories. And I know some of you are probably like, oh, I don't want to eat a lot of calories. Less calories is better. But no, that's not what this channel is about. We're about abundant eating here, and less calories is always not better, because we're eating the right calories. If you're eating the right calories, which are high carb, low fat calories, then you want to eat as much as you can, because the more calories you eat from those foods, the more energy you're going to have, the more vibrancy, the more you're going to be your true self. So that is a great thing about cooked food sometimes. It has more stimulation, especially if it has sodium, of course, because that stimulates your appetite. So the more you eat, the better. And cooked starches can help, in fact, with that. It's easy to eat on fruit because fruit is not stimulating. It doesn't have any excitotoxin, it doesn't have any sodium that stimulates the appetite. It is cheaper. Organic starches are actually cheaper. Definitely cheaper than organic fruit. I think a lot of you probably realize that buying organic rice or organic, root vegetables, it's going to be a lot cheaper. easier to hang out socially with friends. Let's face it, most of the world is cooked. Okay, and sometimes you want to go and eat out with your friends and you want to have some cooked food with them. Well, it is easier when you're eating cooked starches than when you're eating fruit. And let's say you have your little fruit crowd, then that's great. But if you want to hang out with your cooked food friends, which makes up most of the population, then the cooked starches are the way to go there. It is a positive. It is easier to keep fat intake low. This is something I've noticed a lot in the raw food movement. You know, people can undereat during the day. They have the fruit during the day and they might only get up to 1,000 calories, and then, they're eating at least another 1,500 calories, but they go for a salad and they put a fatty dressing on it, like with nuts or oils or something like that. And you know what? They're undercarbed. The next day, they're wondering why they got heavy legs, no motivation for exercise, feeling lethargic. So that's something that starches can prevent, because you can have a high carb dinner, keep it very low fat, and it's kind of more appealing at night to have that cooked starch. So you can have like corn pasta with a low fat sauce, or you can have baked or steamed root veggies, and that works out pretty good. Starches are always ripe, so to speak. You can't exactly walk down the street in most places and buy ripe fruit just by 24/7. You can't do that, but you can with starches, because you can just cook them up and they're perfectly ripe. You can buy your root vegetables or your rice or whatever, and you're getting that carb hit straight away. It is like a ripe fruit, if you know what I mean. So it's easier to travel with. If you want to go to these destinations where there isn't a lot of fruit, there isn't a lot of high quality fruit, then you still can when you're getting a lot of calories from cooked starches. That's definitely a benefit for a lot of people, and I generally just travel to the tropical region, so I don't have that problem. But if you wanted to go to the Himalayas or somewhere where it's a little bit hard to get quality fruit, then cooked starches are the way to go. So they're my pros. What are you going to decide? It's up to you what you choose to eat, and just play around with both. Find the balance, do raw till 4. That might be what really floats your boat. Or the banana girl diet, fully raw might float your boat too. Play around with it. Just make sure you keep the carbs high and you don't go back to the fatty animal products. You want to be high carb for life. You want to be slim for life, not just the summer. Alright, so I hope those tips helped. If you did benefit from it, give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up for the carbs. Carbs are the best, always. And I will see you on day 20. So day 20 is, I'm thinking, 100 squats a day. I'm going to talk about 100 squats a day. So stay tuned and don't forget to go fruit yourself or root yourself. See you soon.
Banana Girl. Go fruit yourself.